new products, and actually I want to cover a couple of new products that I showed last week. So very slightly old products, but not all that old really. Let's jump to downshooter here, and there. So here's some things that I covered last week, I think, but didn't have all of them in stock. So I got in some of these really nice, let me change the focus there. There we go. Connectors. So we have a bunch of these different snap action connectors. And I wanted to show one in action. So this, you can see, this takes 2 wires in and gives you 2 sets of 3, so 6 out, but it's color-coded, so whatever wire is coming into this orange side is going to be replicated on these 3 here. So if I take another pre-stripped stranded wire, works really well. Click that down, and now that's not coming out. Really secure, and those are now connected. Same over here, I'll do that again. So I've got one of these, click, and now we get a nice force multiplier there. So this one will do 3 different wires to triple them. This is 5 1-to-1. These are just 1-to-1. And this is 1-to-5. So I think that's it. I think those are all the new ones that we got in of those. So I wanted to show those so you could see what they looked like. Now I have them on hand. And then also wanted to show, I got the Neo Feather S2 Blingy. That's the header pins that come with it. There's the actual feather. So here it is. Make something unexpected from unexpected maker. This has a USB-C connector on it. I can go ahead and give this power. This is as much as I've done with it so far, which is just power it on and see that it works. And it's also got a nice little demo because it has this set of NeoPixels right in the middle there. So it does a little hello for you when you first plug that in. Oh yeah, and thank you. Over in the Discord chat and YouTube chat, George Graves has posted the links to those different snap action wiring connectors, block connectors that I showed. And this one too, this cool new feather. So those were the new products that I got that I wanted to show. And I'll demo some of those other ones in the future once I've used them a little more. And then looking at new products this week, if we head up to, here we go. Scroll down just a little bit. So this one, this actually, I don't think I mentioned this one last week. I don't have one of these yet in stock. Oh, I have an extra face on top of my face. Let me get rid of that. There I am. So this is a snap action connector buckle, pack of 2, orange DF24. So this allows you to connect some of these snap action block connectors side by side, which is pretty cool. It's like a modular system. Really good if you're doing installations, Burning Man, theater, lighting stuff, Halloween, holiday things, any kinds of big installations, particularly using audio cabling, any kind of NeoPixel stuff you're doing. These are going to make life easier and allow you to connect these side by side by side. Pretty cheap too, 75 cents for a pack of 2. Then another one that is new this week is the 16x9 Charlieplexed PWM LED matrix driver. It uses the IS31FL3731 driver, and this has been STEMMA QT-ified. I believe we had this before, but now we've got the STEMMA QT version. And this is a driver board that you can plug in any of the single color matrix LED boards. So you can see them, actually, I'll just hold them right there. You can see we've got these 16 or 9x16 LED single color. This is not RGB stuff, single color. And you can put these together, solder it in place, or use headers if you want to change the colors out. And now you can drive it using STEMMA QT and do all kinds of cool Charlie plexed matrix LED effects. These are the tiny, tiny, teeny little ones that are soldered on the diagonal so that they fit as close together as they can and look super cool. Let's see, what's next? We have the 3 volt to 5 volt level booster in STEMMA QT. So last week we showed the other way around. So again, if you're using a microcontroller that has a different logic level than your devices that you're plugging into over STEMMA QT, over I2C, now you can go in either direction. You can have 5 volt boards going to 3 volt sensors. You can have 3 volt boards going to 5 volt sensors. So those are all options, and now we have the complementary pair. So maybe just pick up some so that you're ready. Next one we have here, this is the STEMMA QT multiplexer, now 4-channel version. So we had the 8-channel version before. This is using this PCA9546 chip, and this allows you to plug in a microcontroller into one port and then plug in 4 I2C devices that share the same address. And normally you can't do that, but this fixes it. This allows the board to pull those devices, ask for their information, and then send it all up to the microcontroller, even if all 4 of those devices have a shared I2C address that can't be changed. This is a nice way to solve that. And we had a version that did this with 8, but some people said, hey, I'd like a version that just does 4. You can save a little bit of money and get this 4-channel version instead of the 8. And then we also have, just instead of this STEMMA QT version, we also have on the way the just pin solder version that you'd mount to a breadboard or to a permaproto. And that, I believe, is your new products.